Hello, everyone, and welcome. Today's live. So today I am going to do something a little different, slightly out of the box than I've done fairly recently, and we're going to do a tapping session together. So I titled this live "The Fastest Way to Shift Your Energy," and also the second fastest, heehee. So the fastest way to shift your energy is to literally consciously choose the emotion, the energy that you want to bring in. So this is something that I teach literally how to do this in a 10-week series that I've enveloped into a 12-week series now because I've bookended them and I've called in the Reiki, I've called in not only the EFT tapping, I've called in all the modalities that I teach, which are multiple. I've folded them into a step-by-step into how to literally manifest, how to create the life that you truly desire to live and to experience, including the people and the places and the things and all of that jazz, I guess is the word that's coming to mind. So I love to say, if you are coming here live and you are joining me, I would love to know if you want to comment in the comment box. Hello, my friend Asan, who is always here live with me. And for anyone else that might come here live, anyone on the replay, welcome. I always run some energy and some frequency around these lives. So if you're being pulled to it, if you're being called to it, there is a reason why. So thank you for joining me. So the fastest way is to consciously choose. And again, this is something that I teach in a series. So if this is something that you're interested, you're curious about working with me, send me a private message and we can have a conversation. Excuse me. That's the throat chakra clearing. And what I wanted to say, what was coming through for me is we have, let's see, it's Thursday. You have about 3 days to join me in my current group of what I'm teaching with that. If you want to wait until the next time I teach it, that's an option as well. If it just feels like it's aligned for you later on, then I honor that as well. I also have some private mentorships where we can work one-on-one to really get into the nitty-gritty of what is holding you back. So that's the fastest way, is to literally anatomically, biologically, everything I teach is rooted in science, be able to shift the energy that is in motion, the energy, the emotions that's moving through you, in order to shift your energy. It can happen in less than a second. And this is literally what I teach my clients. Now, the second fastest way to shift your energy, if you need a quick fix, is through the energy portals that are throughout our body. So many people, and maybe perhaps you, maybe even comment if you're here live or on the replay. Let me know if you're familiar with the chakra system. So the chakras are the main energy points that we have throughout our body. Again, this is something we can actually measure. We know the frequency at which these energy points, boy, my English today. English is my first and my only language, my first and only conscious language. But the words sometimes just come out as non-English words. So I'm going to slow down just a little bit. I just get so excited sometimes. So these energy points or ports that are throughout our body, we have some main ones, and they move at a particular frequency or vibration. So if you've ever gone to a sound bath, for example, when you're playing, well, in fact, here's my root chakra sound bowl right here. When you play the root chakra sound bowl, it emits a sound audibly, and the frequency that you hear, the frequency that you feel, vibrates at the same frequency as your root, or the area that is at the perineum, at the bottom of the pelvis. It's the bottom of the sitting bones. And it runs down through the bottoms of the legs. It correlates with the emotion, the feeling state of safety, of feeling rooted, of feeling protected, of feeling housed. So sometimes if you have an inflamed root chakra, or it's not in alignment, when you hear a sound bowl played at the root chakra level, it can be really irritating. It can feel like, oh, it's hurting my ears. Or if you're moving within that frequency that's aligned for you and with you, then it feels really amazing, right? Like you just want to bask in it, you want to be in it. So just for those of you who love going to sound baths, if you're wondering like, why do I really resonate with some and I really don't resonate with others? Typically, always, actually, if you're hearing a sound, let's say that's like it's in the root chakra or in the heart chakra, and you're not liking how it feels, it's probably because you have literally scar tissue that's built up around the heart, perhaps in the back of the shoulder blades, if you get tension in your shoulders or you feel really tight in your shoulders and your scapulas, it's from the heart chakra. It's from not allowing love to be received and not allowing yourself to really give love as you truly desire as well. So super quick tangent that I'm really good at taking tangents, but a really quick side note with that. So we have these main energy points that move throughout our body. We actually have trillions of them throughout our body. If you're familiar with acupuncture, this is the tapping points that we're going to use. So I want to just kind of like get you into it. This is the second fastest way to shift the energy. You tap literally on these energy points like you would tap on a table, right? It's purposeful, but it's soft, gentle, but also like it's very obvious. Okay, so I'm going to take you through the energy points first, and then we're going to speak out loud as we move through the chakras. So the very first one is the top of the head. Okay, so you're literally just going to tap. And even as we start right here, just kind of take inventory on your own body. See how you feel. Like move from your head, drop into your heart, drop into your body. And just check in how you're feeling. And we'll check in at the end also. So this is the top of the head. Top of the head, crown chakra. Second point is right here at the eyebrow point, right? Like the corner of the eyes. And I will say eyebrow point, and you'll tap right there. And if you're just joining me, I can see some more people hopping on live. We're going to do a chakra clearing as we tap. The third one, and I will call this out, is right at the corner of your eyes. So you're on the bone. You're going to tap there. This is the third eye chakra. Then you're going to go underneath the eyes. So again, you're on the bone. And again, just kind of feel, can you feel the energy starting to shift and to move? Then you're going to go underneath the nose. So it's the point just above the lip and below the nostrils. You're going to tap there. And then you're going to go just below the lip. So somewhere between the lip and the chin, and you're going to tap there. I'm going to put this up. You like my accent? To me, I don't have an accent. That's because I hear myself all the time, right? Collarbone point. So the nodules were your collarbones, and just tap right there. Like literally just tap. Who cares if anyone's watching? Just tap. This is for yourself. The next one is underneath the arms. You're going to go like right, kind of wherever your arms bend, you're going to tap right there. Next point is underneath the chest. So you're on the tissue. It's if you're familiar with anatomy, it's the underneath the xiphoid process tissue. It's the liver and the spleen point. And then, does it help if I like? I know it's a little weird. So here's my belly button. Next one is you're going to go just below that, just below the belly button and the pubic bone. You're going to tap right here, and this is the sacral chakra. Third and final is the inner thigh line. So like right here, I'm in my Pilates clothes still. So you're going to go right here, inner thigh. And this is the root, right? So the very bottom of our bodies. So again, just feel like I can feel the energy moving already. I get this, like, it feels like almost like a buzz that goes on within me as soon as I start to move the energy. Okay. Oh, last point, wrist point. So the wrist point then connects it all. It's the energetic umbilical cord that brings it all back together. So as we tap, we're going to go through 2 more times. We're going to move a little bit faster and verbalize. I'm going to say something out loud, and then you repeat after me out loud. If you feel like you need to go to the bathroom, if you're in your office, if you feel like you need to go in your car, if you need to do this where no one can hear you, that's okay. Like just pause this and come back to it, or maybe you just listen in right now. Maybe you do this and you don't say it out loud just yet, but there is a verbal process. There's a science behind this. So you want to say this out loud. Okay, here we go. Top of the head. And feel free now that you know the energy points, feel free to close your eyes if you'd like and say out loud, I am open to connecting to my higher self. And then go to the eyebrow points. I literally tap into my intuition. Side of the eye. It is through the unseen world that I live. Underneath the eyes. It is through my third eye that I evolve. Good job. Go ahead and go underneath the nose. Here is my throat chakra. Underneath the mouth. You're verbalizing, say this out loud, okay? So underneath the mouth, as you tap, say, I am safe to be seen. Collarbone point. I am ready to be heard. Underneath the arms. I am willing to crack my heart wide open. Underneath the chest. I am ready to express my purpose. Just below the belly button, sacral. I am a creator. And then the root chakra, just inside the thighs. It is safe to be me. Wrist point, and so it is. Okay, so we do everything in threes, which I love. I've got 3 people live and I've got 3 comments, 3 hearts here. We're gonna go through the points one more time, but no verbalizing. Just go ahead at the top of the head. Eyes closed as long as you're in a safe place to do so, and allow the energy to move. Eyebrow point. Side of the eye. Underneath the eyes. Underneath the nose. Underneath the mouth. Collarbone point. Underneath the arms. Underneath the chest. Just below the belly button. Inner thighs. The root chakra. And then finally the wrist point. Connecting it all together, your energetic umbilical cord. Bring it into alignment, all of your chakras, rooting yourself into Mother Gaia, connecting yourself to your higher self, to source energy, to the God, the goddess, the universe. And so it is. With your eyes closed, let's take your palms, turn them up in your lap. And you can ask your higher self here, what is next? What am I being called to? What wants my attention? And with that, you can wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, bring yourself back into your body. Take a deep inhale. Exhale audibly. Take your time, slowly opening your eyes, coming back into this space with me. So as I tap, as I'm channeling the information that's coming through, I get a lot of visuals, I got a lot of information. And what I can feel is how this video is going to help so many people moving forward, not necessarily, I mean, probably while you're here with me live, but also moving forward as well. I'm also smiling. Someone asked why I'm smiling here. I'm smiling also because I remember when I first started tapping, how weird I thought it was, right? Tapping was, so it's EFT, emotional freedom techniques. It was introduced to me by a Pilates client, probably about 15 years ago now. And she had a stage 4 breast cancer. And she told me she started tapping and she completely cured her breast cancer. Now, even me is esoterical and is spiritual, and I understand that everything that is happening physically in our bodies is showing up because of a thinking and a feeling pattern that we have going on within us. When we are out of alignment with who we truly are, physically stuff starts to manifest in the form of accidents, in the form of disease, in the form of, all sorts of stuff that we can blame on genetics, but it's not genetics. We know this through epigenetics. So I was smiling also because I was thinking, when she was telling me this 15 years ago, how weird I thought it was. Yeah, right? Like a lot of the stuff is just weird, but I resonate with weird. And that it just wasn't in divine timing for me to resonate with EFT. And it was because I needed to find my mentor, my teacher 15 years later. I guess it's been less than 15 now. In order to then come back to EFT tapping and to understand truly its power and the way that I can guide it. And I was smiling because I had also done a tapping session for myself before I came live. And so that's why I'm clearing through the throat. That's why like I started to choke earlier when I was talking, because the throat is continuously clearing and I could feel this as I was tapping. I was smiling because I was feeling into the heart center of whom is going to come across this video and be able to clear some of the stuff that's like stuck in you as well. So lots of reasons why I was smiling. Also, it's just silly, right? Like, it's just, I don't know. It's silly and it's fun. It's silly and it's fun, which is like the heart of everything that I teach, but dang, it works, right? Like, give me the placebo effect if it's going to work. This isn't placebo, but same, right? All right. Well, shorter video today. I just wanted to do a quick second way to shift your energy. Fastest ways to consciously choose. Again, faster than that. You can change the overwhelm, the imposter syndrome, the I can have this, but I can't have that, all the stuff that comes up for you and what I teach. So if this is something that you feel like you would like to have a conversation with me about and join my group program, there is 72 hours left to join my group. Unless you want to wait until the next time. But I have to say, it really is true. The leapers, the go-getters, the ones that feel this resonancy and say, I know I need this, but, right? That is always going to have the buts. But the ones who are the leapers, we can always make this work. If you feel this is for you, send me a private message and I will help you get started. All right. I love you all. Have an amazing day.